The word poverty should always be mentioned with care, especially in Africa, in a lot of communities in Africa, because to some it's a taboo, to others should not even be discussed. But irrespective of the way one looks at it, it is something that has to be looked at. Development organizations do a lot of research about the reasons why countries and communities are poor, and they come up with various strategies to deal with it, yet the problems are not solved. People have a lot of interest in trying to find out while other people are rich or the source of their riches, but as to why individuals are poor, it looks as if a lot of people do not show interest. It's a subject that must be, approached with caution depending upon which area in Africa you come from, your culture, your religion, and their beliefs. But whether one likes it or not, it's a subject that should be looked at critically. I want you as an individual to look carefully into your own family. The great grandfather that brought forth your grandfather, who also brought forth your father or your mother, who also brought forth you. Were they rich? Why were they not rich? We may console ourselves that it's not everybody that will be rich, but we cannot deny the fact that poverty is not good. It makes people sick, it makes people die early. And therefore, even if you will not be excessively rich, it is usually good for one or a family to escape some level of poverty so that every individual will be able to live quite a decent life. It is very painful when people die needlessly. Yes, we know that people die for various reasons, but sometimes some people pass away just because they do not have few, currencies to pay for hospital bills or to buy insurance. Sometimes people, get into some form of accident, but because they do not have the money or the means, they may even leave this world painfully. That is why it is important for everybody to be interested to find out why you are not making it the way you have thought, so that you'll be able to make the necessary amendments early enough. In actual fact, some people do not want to hear the word riches or the rich. And specifically, some people even hate the rich people and they give them all sorts of names and, descriptions. Rich people are wicked, rich people do not care, rich people are selfish, and all those things. But whether you like it or not, you cannot convince anybody that you would want to live in perpetual poverty or you want to live in poverty for life. That is why it is important for you to look into your own life, to look into the life of the people who have come before you and emulate the good things that they did that took them out of difficulties or poverty, so that you'll be able to, do it even better, so that you'll be able to be a blessing to yourself, to your family, to your community, and to your nation as a whole. Nobody is interested in being poor. You can be poor in spirit, you can be poor in knowledge, you can be poor in everything, but specifically, this video is specifically talking about money. It's talking about maybe owning some assets and other things. Some people are not able to attain certain heights in life, not because they are lazy, but because of certain choices they made in their lives. And the choices vary. It can be a choice of vocation, it can be a choice of marriage, it can be a choice of some kind of friends you work with, it can be a choice of anything in life. And for that reason, we must be very careful whatever that we choose. Being it a choice for a spouse, or being it a choice for a school, or being a choice for a job. Most of the time, too, it may not necessarily be that kind of job, but it may also be how you utilize the resources that you obtain from the job and even how you invested it. Let me give you an example. In a lot of countries in Africa and even outside Africa, when you keep a lot of money in savings accounts, hoping to build wealth with it, it may take you so many years and you may not even see the kind of wealth that you are looking for, because the banks will give you just peanuts as interest. Meanwhile, there are other ways of investing the money and other resources that you obtain that can even increase the amount of interest that you are looking for exponentially. So it's not a matter of people not working hard. Sometimes there are a choice of investments that you make, and even when you make the investments, sometimes there are certain stages in life that you are supposed to work hard to achieve certain things. If you ignore them and you do things anyhow, by the time that you will settle that you are working to achieve those things, then you realize that you are growing very old and you will not be able to make those ends meet. Even when people decide to marry and when people decide to have babies, to a greater extent also affect the way they are able to gain from the investments that they have made. It is not everybody that will marry. It is not everybody that will have children. But those who decide to get married and have children, if they are blessed by God, then you must plan the thing in such a way, especially if you're a man, you must plan the thing in such a way that it will not be after you've gone on retirement that you are now taking care of little babies. But of course, I must also admit that some, for whatever good reason, they are not able to, bring forth children early enough. Some people have certain medical reasons why, and you cannot blame them for that. But I'm talking about those who are blessed to have finished school early, to have, started job early enough. We need to plan. I mean, in everything that we do, we need to plan. You cannot blame somebody for not making certain level of riches, but to some extent or to a greater extent, you'll be able to plan your life. Sometimes the way people talk about riches in the Bible, sometimes people portray it as if once you make an effort to work hard to make riches, then you are not making it to heaven. For those who believe in the Bible, when I read, what I hear is that the love of money is the roots of all evil. It means that if all that you want to live for is to use every means, whether good or bad, to acquire money, even if it means killing somebody, if it means stealing, even if it means, trampling on people's rights to be able to make money, if that is all that you are interested in, then that one is not good. But it doesn't mean that you should not plan, you should not strategize, you should not do all you can or work harder and harder to be able to make the money. We need money. So we should not pretend as if getting enough money is not good. Sometimes we condemn people who look for money. But when it comes to us raising funds to support church activities, we go to the same people and go and ask for money. And to me, it's not truthfulness. So we should do all we can, at least to have some little amount of money that will be able to help us, to help our families. Meet me in the next one. My name is Atsu Brandishan. Please subscribe to Prime Testimony channel. Thank you.